A road course assassin is learning to play a completely different game. Shane van Gisbergen, the guy who was supposed to be a road course specialist and nothing more, just admitted something that should make every championship contender nervous. NASCAR's new format isn't just changing who wins races. It's changing how drivers think mid-race, lap by lap, and van Gisbergen just confirmed it out loud at Richmond. Here's what actually happened. At Richmond Raceway, van Gisbergen sat down with reporters and admitted NASCAR's revamped postseason format has started to reshape his race weekend strategy, even if he won't fully admit his DNA has changed. The numbers back it up. 2 Cup Series wins this season, 15th in points, 5 top 5 finishes, 7 top 10s, career bests at Nashville Superspeedway and North Wilkesboro, both oval tracks, both outside his comfort zone. He also grabbed the pole in Friday's Truck Series race, his first oval pole in NASCAR National Series competition. For a driver built entirely on road course dominance, that's not a small shift. That's a transformation happening in real time. To understand why this matters, you have to understand who van Gisbergen was supposed to be. He arrived in NASCAR as a road course specialist. Full stop. Winning you're in was his lifeline. Beat the field on a road course, lock a playoff spot, move on. That was the deal. But NASCAR's new championship format doesn't let anyone hide behind one skill set anymore. Consistency now carries real weight. Body of work matters. A driver can no longer coast on being elite at one thing and mediocre everywhere else. The ovals that tracks van Gisbergen was never supposed to threaten are now part of the equation, whether he likes it or not. That's locker room pressure. That's a driver who built his identity on flat-out aggression, suddenly being forced to manage risk. And for a team like Trackhouse Racing betting big on an international star, this is the season where that bet either pays off or gets exposed. Here's where it gets interesting. Van Gisbergen insists his mentality hasn't fundamentally changed. He says he still drives flat out, that points racing isn't really his style, that trouble finds drivers who stop driving naturally. That's the story he's telling. But listen to what he actually said next. He conceded that in these particular races, he is, in his own words, racing the points a little. That's not a small admission. That's a driver who built his brand on fearless aggression, quietly acknowledging he's now thinking about championship math instead of pure speed. This is the tension every elite short track and super speedway killer eventually faces. Do you protect a solid points position, or do you keep attacking like the driver who made you famous in the first place? The smart move statistically is balance. Protect the finish when a win isn't realistic. Attack when it is. The dangerous move is inconsistency. A driver who occasionally point races and occasionally sends it is the hardest kind of driver to defend against, but also the easiest to catch out of position. If van Gisbergen leans too hard into caution, he risks losing the exact aggression that made him must-watch racing in the first place. This format is designed to reward adaptability. Van Gisbergen is proving, whether he fully admits it or not, that he's capable of it. The real test is whether that adaptability holds when the chase pressure actually arrives. Fans are split, and that split tells you everything. One side sees a road course specialist finally rounding into a complete championship caliber threat. A driver evolving in real time right in front of everyone. The other side sees a red flag. They see a fearless racer getting cautious, and they're worried the version of van Gisbergen that made highlight reels is being replaced by a version that's simply trying to survive the standings. Media reaction leans toward respect. Analysts are pointing to the oval improvement as proof the new format is doing exactly what NASCAR wanted, forcing complete drivers to emerge instead of one-dimensional specialists. 2 roads from here. Best case, van Gisbergen keeps stacking oval improvement on top of his road course dominance, climbs the standings, heading into the chase, and becomes the most dangerous wild card in the entire playoff field, a driver who can beat you anywhere. Worst case, the balancing act backfires. He plays it too safe on ovals, loses the aggressive edge that wins races, and gets caught in no man's land, not consistent enough to contend on points, not fast enough to steal wins. A road course keen who diluted his own strength, chasing a format that never fully rewards him. So here's the real question. Is Shane van Gisbergen becoming the most complete driver in the Cup Series, or is he sanding down the exact edge that made him a star? Drop your take in the comments. Are you team he's evolving, or team he's overthinking it? And if you want the next NASCAR breakdown the second it drops, make sure you're subscribed. SportsWire USA isn't done with this story.